Alrighty, hey yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFOPVE with a new character again on the channel, male Spitfire, guys. Now, guys, I've never shown off Spitfire, and quite frankly, I don't respect a lot of gunners. And the sheer fact that this character exists on this channel is a testament to not how bored I am with the game. It's more like I'm running out of characters I can play, okay? But I want to have at least one of every character. It's kind of like a minor goal of mine. I want to have one of every character, so at least subclass. So I do have a female gunner. She's a launcher. I did not show her off, but I am going to show off a little bit of the Spitfire here. Spitfire is generally considered probably one of the easiest gunner classes, and that's why I'm playing it. And actually really shows, hopefully it does, as we're playing here. And the reason why, he focuses a lot on grenades, not nearly as much as the female Spitfire, that is. I want to point that out, because if you really like grenades, maybe go the female Spitfire path, but this guy focuses on grenades and bullets as well. So he has elemental bullets, and you can see right here, shooting the bullets will obviously cause explosion damage. If you have the fire bullets, it'll cause, you also have a chance to do the freezing bullets, and if you really want, you can do these buster shot bullets as well. That one right there. And bam, just, dude, this guy, it's really kind of unfair that I'm doing scenario dungeons with this guy, and that's because I want to say a lot of his damage is fixed damage, and generally, especially when you have a contract and stuff like that, I mean, these classes have no problem as long as their skill level scales along with the guy. So what ends up happening is your grenades are just strong enough to kill in one shot. Not to mention all of your skills. Bam, Crossmore. You know, I don't know if I even used Crossmore before the update, and now I'm just using it all the time because it does, if you have it at max level, kill everybody in one hit. Ice grenades do the same thing. Even regular grenades do this. So Napalm did this anyway, but there you go. So, and quite frankly, one of the most amazing things to me is that he even got another skill aside from all the grenades and stuff. He got this skill, which is like a way for him to fast way for him to burn his bullet usage. It costs 15 bullets to throw that grenade. Basically, you throw your ammo box at him, boom, and then one-shot him as well. So, I mean, this guy is the epitome of nukes to me, is that he has a ton of just one-shot attacks. I feel like it gets exacerbated a little bit because we're doing scenario dungeons. Maybe, you know, normally it wouldn't kill in one hit in 1 second either, but you know, maybe instead it'll take 2 grenades or something. So he is really strong. Let's not forget the fact that I picked this class surely because, or merely because he was just really strong. So one of his best things that he can do is get knocked down. No, okay, I expected this. And then you're gonna dash over there, and then I'm gonna knock down again. Knock me down again. I dare you, motherfucker. Okay. Is that he can set up like crazy. You can see right here, I just set this guy up for ultimate doom by freezing him with my ice grenade, and if I wanted to, I could do it with the ice bullets as well. Putting down some mines, I could throw some claymores on him, I could throw grenades and not get him out of the freeze. I mean, he has so many things that he could just set up to burst someone down if he really wanted to. And so that combination of just having a massive burst, you know, and a lot of grenade skills, and then also the setup potential with the freeze grenade is just kind of sickening, honestly. I mean, shot grenade, here's what most people do in PvP is they set up the shot grenades, start blasting them with infinite bullets here, and that's the general practice. But that might, right there, that strategy is a little overkill, considering you can just kill them in 1 second like that. So, if you want any indication of how strong this class is in PvE, at least in area dungeons, leveling is not going to be an issue, and that's really like a big plus for me. I did not want to worry about having to get any gear, which I do have. At least I have a growing weapon. I have a growing crossbow on this guy, and it is plus 10, so I guess that could be considered a little bit geared, but like I said, the grenades are pretty much doing fixed damage anyway, so you're going to have no problem leveling up. Like, boom. So hopefully this is indication enough that at least there are some gunner classes that aren't ranger and require all kinds of gear to be decent. This guy is fucking overpowered, I dare say. Boom. I'm not going to say overpowered. I've said this multiple times, and then people always got to be like, oh, Rick, he's not even that good, or he's not that good later on in the game, or whatever the scaling, whatever the narrative is, you guys will tell me, but dude. There are some skills I'm not using, mostly because I'm not really spec'd for it. I could use some Neil the Sniper. I do have it at least level 1 just to show it off a little bit. And he is one of those classes that you can find yourself easily at, you know, you don't need all this skill. So some classes, you know, oh, I need to get this skill once I get it. He's like, you only need a few skills. So often I find myself just like dumping points into skills that I don't even fucking need. Like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll get all this, and then I guess I get that's actually pretty important. I guess I'll get that. Like, I don't even use that. Sure, like, you know, he just has this path here, and I guess I could get Neil the Sniper a little bit, but again, he seems to have a lot of freedom with his SP because his skills are so good. No matter what skills you choose, you're just gonna be dominating. So I don't want to say that and then you guys fuck up a build and then say, Rick, why didn't it work? So not using the Buster Shot. I think Buster Shot gets better later on. I think it's another way to kind of expend your bullets. You'll notice one thing is when you turn on your buff right there, you get 65 bullets that are enchanted with fire, and it's hard to use those up. Like, I can just sit here and try to use those up here, but you know, by the time I use up like even half of them, I already have my cooldown back up to get another set. So you want to have some skills that can blow those up, and that's really why they added that new skill. Again, I focus on this new skill right here because it really is insane that they added it in the game. I can't even believe it. So just a crossbow right there. A little bit of my assist usage. Sorry, I'm trying to remember not to use it for the video's sake because I don't want to actually use the assist when I'm trying to show off a class a little bit. So the assist is like, seriously, it's become like a serious habit when I'm leveling the, like I've already mentioned, I'm on like the bottom end of, fuck, you see I did it again. This is a perfect room to use it in, you see, because the enemies were all over the fucking place. I don't want to deal with actually killing those guys. Okay, let's do the setup. Let's put the mines on the ground. Let's throw a grenade. Dude, I didn't shoot a single bullet. I just set up a whole bunch of grenades. This guy's insane, man. Insanity. But as I was mentioning, I'm kind of on the the lower end of the leveling spectrum right now of my characters, because I have like 20-something guys that are already max level, and those are already the ones that I cared about playing. Now we're starting to play characters I never even cared about playing. But because I have this like pointless goal of having one of every subclass on my account and having a max level, I'm playing characters like this now, and it's not that I'm having much fun, but I'm having about as much fun as I could have on a gunner class I don't care for. So guns never appeal to me. If you want to know the reason why I don't like gunner, it's nothing more than the fact that guns in fantasy games never appealed to me. So I guess I can shed some light on that. That guy got it. This is obviously turned even easier by the fact that I'm using my assist, and I got these guys that are fucking launch or lasering guys. Scenario dungeons, yo. Now, I always feel like I gotta defend myself, because there's always gonna be that guy who's like, Rick, why do you have Express on, right? And when you get to my level of gaming, my alcoholic level of gaming, FP efficiency is the last thing you care about. So I'm trying to burn my FP as quickly as possible, and that's how I've gotten to this point very easily. And I haven't spent much time actually in game because I'm leveling multiple characters a day and using their FP as quickly as possible. In fact, the average time I think I spend on actually playing a character is like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe hour at most. And going on that topic a little bit as we head into our next run, since the scenario dungeons are so fucking easy, man, I gotta prolong the video. So I don't know how long this video is, but the last thing I'll talk about is one of my favorite obviously the scenario dungeons are really nice, right? One of my favorite things for being an alcoholic, just leveling quickly. But it's come to my attention now that I have a lot more I'm spending a lot less time in game, is that I'm starting to, know the different leveling ranges pretty much to a T, because I've done them so many times, and even after the scenario. And one thing I'm noticing is that before, the Ghent region used to be the most tiresome, boring, deal-breaking level range in the game. And I have found it recently after the scenario dungeon to be the best region in the game. And the reason I say that is for the sole reason that you don't have to go to town very much. You'll notice, actually, in this whole video, I don't think I went to town a single time. In fact, it had me going back into these dungeons over and over and over again. And when you compound that with the fact that I said that I'm trying to burn my FP as quickly as possible, that's the best way to do it. The less time you spend in town is more time spent in dungeon. And when it comes to actually leveling for me, that's good. I have a lot more fun here in Ghent because I just keep going back and back and forth, and I just keep using my FP as quickly as efficiently as possible. If I have to go to town, turn in a quest every single fucking time like I do with, you know, a lot. Seriously, the worst zone I think now is Time Gate, because go talk to Saran every freaking dungeon, or go to Canna all the way the fuck back in Underfoot. It's like, it destroys the flow of the game. Right now, the flow in Ghent and shit is really good. Because you just keep going back in every time, every freaking time you go back, and you don't spend any time going back to town. In fact, the scenarios in here in Ghent are fucking, they are the longest in the game, and that's a good thing in my book. You see, I think I'm gonna go back in here. Look, the next quest is to go back into the Ghent battlefield. We don't have to go back to town, and that's why I get to play more of the game and spend less time walking around in times wasting time. That's why I like Ghent the most. You guys will leave your opinions down below, but I think talking to people in town is counterintuitive to grinding and leveling up in games. It's so fucking boring. It's always boring. That's why I hate open world games. But anyway, guys, you leave your opinion down below. That's it for tonight. We used a lot of FP and not a lot of time. So there you go. And I will catch you nights. Oh, wait.